What's going on, guys? Today I'm going to be doing a review and a trail run with the new Wolfbox G900 TriPro. Here's the main unit right here. So as always, I'm going to keep it real with you guys. This is going to be a no BS, non-filtered, unbiased, completely honest review. And if I don't like it, you guys are gonna know, that way you don't waste your money on something like this. So we're gonna knock out the fun part first, guys. I'm already out here on the trails. Let's go hit some trails and try this thing out. I'll give you a quick rundown on where my cameras are located and how the thing works. Then after we're done hitting some trails, we'll go back to the garage. I'll show you guys how I installed everything and let you guys know what you need to install it and how to do it. So first off, here's the main unit right here. It mounts directly to your rearview mirror with two rubber straps that go across the back. And you do have a 4K dash camera right there as well. Then you got your front camera right here. I mounted it on top of my bumper just in case I do hit something on the bottom when I'm wheeling this thing. That way I don't break the camera. Then you got your rear camera. I mounted mine right here, high enough location to where I wouldn't hit it on a trail and I can still open my tailgate all the way. All right, so I'm headed towards the first trail now. You guys should be able to get a good view of how that thing mounts right there. So while I'm headed to this trail, I'm gonna give you guys a quick rundown of this thing. So it's got three cameras, one on the front, one on the back, and then one on the rear view mirror, which kind of operates as a dash cam. And there is also an app where you can download it on your phone and you can connect your phone directly to your cameras through Wi-Fi, and you can see everything that you're currently doing. You can record, you can choose your files that you want to download off of your cameras. But I'll go into more detail about that app and everything whenever we get back to the garage and we go through all the information on this thing. So I'm coming up on my first obstacle now. Let's check it out. So for size reference, I'm about 6 foot tall. This ledge is about my height and we're gonna be going up it. So I'm approaching this trail. There's a green crushed soda can on the right side. That's where I want to put my passenger front tire. And then on the left side, I want to go straight up past that, a little bit to the right of that boulder on the ground right there. So passenger, driver. And as you can see in the tundra, this thing is massive. As soon as I get close to the trail, can't see a damn thing. So I'm pretty much just guessing on obstacles like this. But now that I have this camera on the front, I can see everything. There's that boulder and there's the trail where that soda can is. And the cool thing about these cameras is I can move it up and down. So right there, I can go down to see where exactly I'm going towards that boulder. And there's the soda can right there. So I know that my passenger tire is about right here. My driver's side tire is about right here on this camera because I put it directly in the middle of my bumper. So let's go ahead and test it out and go up this thing. So I'm just gonna follow the trail of that soda can. And as I'm getting closer to the obstacle, I can move the camera up and see what's coming ahead. Check that out. So that was the first obstacle, man. That was actually pretty damn cool, I'm not gonna lie. Being able to see in front of the truck like that is a huge freaking difference, especially when you're in a full-size truck like this. Smaller trucks, you're able to see more, you can see over your hood more, but I honestly hate doing hard obstacles in the tundra because I can never see in front of me and I'm kind of just guessing where I'm going. With that camera, I had perfect tire placement. I knew exactly where I was going and I was able to kind of control things better just with that in the back of my mind, knowing where my tires were. So far so good. That was a hard trail. So that was probably considered maybe like a level 4 little hill climb, whatever you want to call it. Let's go do an easier one. Let's go do a trail that would be similar to one that if you're headed to camp in the mountains somewhere, put your truck in 4-low and you got to do a little bit of creeping and crawling up some rocks. So I know of one right up the road right here, so let's get there real quick. I'll show it to you guys and then we'll try the camera out on that one. Now this would be a pretty tough trail. If I would kind of compare it to like a Colorado or New Mexico type trail where you're actually doing a little bit of rock crawling to get to camp. So Here it is. So you're not really going to experience anything crazy like this in Texas too much. You know, certain places you will, but there are some big rocks up top up there, and it is roll-off camber, loose rock. Definitely something that you want to keep an eye on when you're driving and be careful with, but not something where you necessarily need to get out and spot yourself every 10 feet. All right, so I got it on the front bumper view right now. I am going to turn it up a little bit just so I can see ahead of me, because there is some grass in the way right there. Now let's go ahead and go up this trail. So I can see everything in front of me that I cannot see in front of the truck. So if you're looking at the hood right now, you can't see anything directly in front of me. And if I wanted to look down, I can see it all. So I'm going to leave it at about right there. So right there seems to be a good angle for me where I can see everything directly in front of the truck that I can't see from sitting in here. And then I can see ahead about a good 10 feet as well. So I'm coming up on a couple of big rocks. See that? And I know exactly where I put my tires. Oh, all right. Okay. So there's the trail. I mean, you can see these are some pretty big rocks right here. And I didn't even slip a tire really because I knew exactly where I was going. It's really nice to have that option. So far I'm liking this thing. It's working really good. I'm curious to see how clear the content is whenever I upload it to my computer through the SD card, but it's supposed to be 4K, so it should be pretty good. But you guys probably have already seen it by now. So, all right, so I'm gonna do one more obstacle here. This time I'm gonna go down a trail instead of up it. So last two we went up, now I'm gonna go down. Down is always more scary for me. I do not know why, I just do not like going down because first of all, I can't see. And second of all, it's just gravity. This is a heavy truck and it just feels weird. So let's see how much this thing helps going down this trail, how much visibility it helps me out with. And yeah, let's check it out. So this is the trail right here. Nothing crazy, it's just a power line trail, but it's super steep and it's all loose rock. And on both sides of the trail, it's super tight. This is a big truck. And if I do have to stop to get out, it's gonna be hard to open my door. So instead of me having to get out, open the door, check out in front of me, I can just use the camera, see what's in front of me, move the camera up and down. That way I don't got to get out of my truck and do all that stuff. So let's get it done. All right, so I'm heading down. So you can see on the camera right now, there is a drop off. So I'm gonna go ahead and move it right here. I can't see that in front of me. You guys can see, I can't see that. So now I can see exactly where my tires are going. And I'm gonna hang a left, hug this brush line, and there we go. Pretty smooth. I am in 4 low in first gear, kind of just creeping down. All right. So now that we're down that, I can move the camera up and see what's ahead of me. It looks pretty flat ahead of me, so I can just keep on cruising down. It's pretty cool, man. Not gonna lie. Go. Okay, Okay, from what I remember about this trail last time I was out here, there's a pretty big drop off right ahead of me, which I can't even see at all from the view of my truck. So here we go. Here's the bumper camera. You guys can see that big drop off right there. Let me move it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna back up now. Let's see. Oh, there's the reverse camera. Since I did just see that trail, I know I need to hug the right side. So you guys will see on this video, I need to hug the right side right here. Looks like my best option because it is a pretty big rock ledge and I might hit my rock slider. We shall see. Let's see, I'm on the edge of the ledge right now. I'm looking down, straight down, and I'm about to go. 3, 2, 1. Smooth, man, smooth. That was nice. All right, now let's move it back up. Cool. Okay, we're coming up on a couple of drop-offs right here. So I can move this down. And now I can see there's a big rock right there that I need to stay clear of because I don't want to mess up my rear diff. Drop off, drop off. Looks like I need to hug the left side and just kind of creep down. And this is my view from where I'm sitting. Can't see shit. So I'm gonna hug that left side a little bit. There's that drop. There's that drop. Too easy. Too easy. Okay, coming on another drop right here. So, let's see. Looks like the left side is my best bet. Once again, left side, and then there's another drop right up there. So, let's keep going. All right. See, now that was the big drop. Let's keep moving. And that was it. 3, 2, 1. Smooth, man. Smooth. That was nice. See, now that was the big drop. Let's keep moving. And that was it. And we're down. Honestly, that's a ton of help. Let's go look at this trail that we just went down. Oh, here it is. So these are pretty big drop-offs. It's definitely something that you can't just fly down without looking at. And normally if I didn't have that camera on, I would have been getting out and checking stuff. So yeah, that's it right there. Pretty cool. So there's that last big drop off we did and all those other ones right there kind of creeping up. Not bad, man, not bad. So that's the final trail that on this little trial run I'm gonna do. It's getting hot outside. It's summer in Texas. It's about 100 degrees right now and I don't feel like getting all sweaty. You know what? That's another thing that I just thought of. If you're out wheeling in Texas, you don't have to get out of your truck as much. You can chill in the AC more. So that's another plus. Think of that. All right, so I'm back on the road now and I'm headed back to the garage. I just wanted to show you guys real quick what it's like driving on the road with this thing. So right now I have it on the rear camera. I can switch it to the bumper camera, the dash camera, and then all three if I wanted to. which is pretty cool. When you have all three, it's kind of confusing at first, but when you get used to it, it's nice. But most of the time, I just keep it on the rear view just so I can see behind me. And then if you don't want to see your cameras at all, you just click this little orange button one time, and then you have a regular mirror, man. All right, guys, we're back. So let's go over this thing real quick. So here's the packaging. It's nice packaging. I don't know, I know you guys don't care about the packaging, you know, as much as the product itself, but just show it to you. It comes in a box like this. Everything has its own little baggie that it's in. It's got styrofoam in it. It's packaged well. You don't have to worry about it getting damaged. What I'm gonna do is I'll show you the installation process first. So I'll start with the back camera, show you how that needs to be wired up and ran, show you the front camera, show you how I ran all the wires inside the truck, and then I'll show you a few features of it inside, and then just give you my thoughts, man. So let's get started. So here's the back camera. First off, these are Sony cameras. So they're good cameras. They're not some cheap crap that's gonna break on you after a few trips. They're good cameras, high quality resolution, weatherproof and all that stuff. So I just thought I'd tell you guys that. It's a Sony camera, it's good stuff. So here is the rear camera. I showed you guys that already. All I did was use a self-tapping screw, mounted it to my bumper like that. And then there's a couple of little fasteners on each side. It takes a little Phillips screwdriver, and that fastens it so you can adjust your angle. Then there's one wire coming from the back of that. All I did was drill a hole in my bumper and I ran the wire through there. And then underneath the truck, oh man. All right, so there is a connector right here. This is the wire right here that comes from the camera itself, and you connect it to this plug right here. And then there's two wires. So the rear camera has two wires, one red and one black. The red wire you tap into your reverse lights. So that way whenever you put your truck in reverse, the rear camera pops up. And the black wire is your power wire. You're gonna run that all the way to the front of the unit. So what I did with my red wire was I just tapped into my, my trailer plug. My reverse wire was the center wire. It was a yellow wire. So if you have a Tundra, it's the center yellow wire, and all you do is splice it, tap that wire into it, and then you're good to go. Other trucks, I don't know if they're different or not, but in most cases with these trailer plugs, it's the center wire that is the reverse wire. So that's what you need to do with that. And then the power wire, this black one right here, all you got to do is run it all the way to the front of your truck. Basically what I did was I tapped into the factory wires and just zip tied it and just matched that all the way to the front of the truck. Then from the front of the truck, I'll show you how I ran it inside the cab. All right, so here's my front passenger door. Oh, underneath, you guys probably already know this if you've wired stuff to your trucks, but underneath, there's little rubber plugs that go into your floorboard. And you take out one of those rubber plugs, run the wire underneath there, just like that. There's a wire running through. Pop off this panel, pop that panel off, take this panel off. Then I ran the wire up this way into my headliner. I just pulled my headliner down with my fingers, ran the wire there, and then it plugs into the unit itself. So the front camera, same thing, except you only have one wire for this one because obviously you don't need to tap in any lights. So I just ran my wire through my grill along with all my other wires and crap that I have in this truck. Then I ran it all along right here through the firewall, and then from the firewall I tucked it in right here, popped this little cover off, ran it up the pillar the same way, and then ran it right here to the rear view. So you can tuck it underneath your headliner so it looks nice and uniform. And that's it. Front camera is one wire, back camera is two wires. One for power and one to tap into the reverse lights. All right guys, so the way you mount it, it's super simple. You don't have to take off your factory rear view. All it is two straps. I'll show you that right now. So right here, you see that rubber strap? There's one on each side. You wrap that around the back of your factory rear view and you're good to go. And then you also have a little GPS speed monitor, I guess you can call it, because this thing does tell you how fast you're going when you're driving, get your miles per hour and your direction and all that. I'll show you that right now. So off to the left right here, see how it says north? I guess I'm facing north and I'm going 0 miles per hour. So there's another wire up here that you plug into, run it across your headliner like that, and then your little GPS thing is this little black thing. Comes with 3M adhesive, so you can just stick it onto your dash, and that's all I did. Ran the wire, stuck it on the dash, ran them up there, plugged it in, and that's that. So that's how the speedometer works. All right, so when you install this thing, you have two different options for power. You have a hardwire option, which is a little bit more work. You tap into a fuse and do all kinds of stuff. Then you have a plug and play option. So it comes with a 12-volt plug into your cigarette lighter, and it has a little USB port on the back so you can charge stuff off of it as well. I went that route. I used the 12-volt plug, and I just felt like that was easier, and it got me an extra charge or two in the car. So I'll show you that right now. So here's the plug. Basically all I did was I took my center console out and I ran the plug back behind there, and then I ran the wiring underneath my carpet and up the pillar through the headliner the same way I ran the back camera. So it's plugged in right there. I think that's the easiest way to get it done, and if you wanted to hardwire it, I didn't go that route, so I can't tell you what I did on that route, so you're on your own on that one, boys. Now let's show you the unit itself and some of its features. Right now my hood is popped. It looks kind of weird. So this is the dash cam. You swipe left or right and it'll change views. So this is all three cameras. There is an option to watch all three at one time. Swipe again, there's my rear. Swipe again, there's my front. So usually I keep it on the rear just because, I don't know, sometimes whenever you have it on the front, it feels like you're playing a video game or something. It's kind of crazy, but it does take some getting used to. And it is voice controlled, so if you want to command it by voice, it has all these different options right here. So you can say, show the front camera, and it'll change to the front camera for you. Show rear camera. I'm gonna leave it right there. And there's your settings option where you can adjust everything, your brightness, your volume. You can flip the screen, you can adjust your time and all that. And there's also a brightness button right here where you can adjust the brightness. So at nighttime, turn the brightness down because this thing does get bright at night. And then there's a little camera icon where if you wanted to screenshot it, take a picture. There you go, just took a picture. Pretty cool. So I told you guys about the phone app earlier. I'm gonna go ahead and connect that. So to connect the phone app, you just download the Wolfbox app. And then up here on the screen, there is a Wi-Fi button. Hit that, Wi-Fi, turn it on, and then you connect to the Wi-Fi on your phone. Let me do that real quick. It's under Wolfbox G900. And then once you connect to that, all right, so now I'm connected on my phone. So I have different options to where I can change the camera. There's my bumper camera, my rear camera, and my dash camera. You can also pause your video. You can take screenshots from your phone, and then it does tell you how fast you're going as well, speedometer, and the direction you're going. So 0 miles per hour, we're headed north right now. And then from the phone, you can actually download your videos as well from the SD card through Wi-Fi. So you just hit that little button, and then it'll show you all of your videos that it's been taken. So this thing is recording constantly. It's cycling through videos constantly, and you can adjust the length of the videos that you want as it cycles. So there's 1 minute, 2 minutes, and 3 minutes. I have mine set on 3 minutes. So every 3 minutes, the video stops, saves, and cycles to a new one. And as your SD card fills up, it automatically deletes videos for you, which is pretty cool because you don't have to mess with it ever. It'll keep deleting, and say you get in an accident or something, the footage will be on there and you can download it and give it to your insurance, which is awesome. So final thoughts on this thing, guys. I think it's worth it. I've always seen these online, and I've never really been like a tech guy like that. You know, I've never had fancy stuff like this on my trucks. And now I can see why people do it, because today that was a huge help on those trails, not having to get out of my truck and spot myself. With that front bumper camera, just looking up and down at the rocks and the drop-offs and everything, it was a big help. So if you're going out solo camping a lot or wheeling your truck a lot, I think it's a huge help, and I really think that you'll enjoy it. It's a lot of fun too, just having that on there. And also, if you're daily driving your truck, the chances of you getting into a car accident nowadays is so much higher than before with all the technology and people texting and driving and stuff. And I think that that camera can save your ass if you get into an accident and the other party is saying that it was your fault. Take your SD card out, download the footage, send it to your insurance, and you're good to go. And also, if you are a content creator, if you make videos on YouTube or Instagram, like stuff like I do, that's another angle. You got a front angle, you got a bumper angle, you got a rear bumper angle. That can all be stuff that can contribute to your videos and make it more interesting for people to watch. So I like it. I'm definitely gonna keep it on my truck. I give this thing a thumbs up, guys. I approve it. If you guys have been on the fence about getting one, I hope this video helped you out in making your decision on getting one. Like I said before, if you have any questions, drop a comment down below, let me know. And yeah, appreciate you guys watching. We'll see you on the next adventure, man.